Hey everybody, welcome back to HMO the podcast with your host Juan
and Kevin, and welcome back. This is episode I think 17 of HMO.
17 episodes,
amazing.
Strong.
Pushing 20.
We're pushing 20. We're actually we've been doing this for 4 months now. The growth has been great. I love every single one of the fans. I love everything you guys have been doing.
HMO is almost legal.
What do you mean?
It's almost 18.
I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? 18 weeks is not legal, my brother. Let me tell you right now. 18 weeks is not legal age anywhere. Okay. We love the fans. Thank you guys for 17 great episodes. You know what fans I don't like? They're not fans. The haters in the Instagram comments. I just want to address this. I know we addressed the hate a lot.
Every other episode.
No, we don't address the hate a lot. But for some reason, one of our old reels has resurfaced and is being viewed a lot of likes. I think it's almost at 5,000 likes now, which it was when we dropped it, it stopped at 1,900 and now it's almost at 5,000 likes again out of nowhere 2 months later. But it's the one about your employer not paying you enough. Bro, those comments that I need to I take them with a grain of salt because those people are obviously just dumb and misinformed, and that's what happens. You say stupid shit when you're dumb and misinformed and just ignorant to the situation. But some of the comments are you clearly have no experience. Oh, look at these guys starting a podcast to pay off their student loans. Bitch, I have no student loans, okay? I went to school for free,
right.
Okay?
They're you got scammed by the system. I didn't even finish.
That's what makes it so funny because, you didn't finish school, and I finished school for free. And these motherfuckers are in the comments oh, you guys starting a podcast. Look what happens when people can't pay off their student loans. President. I'm bitch, I don't have any. And then the comments are oh, you clearly don't have experience, laptop boy. What if I am the laptop boy? What if I am the laptop boy? And I'm an engineer, mind you. Okay? I'm an engineer. I have my creds now. And I had experience prior, okay? You meanies in the fucking comments.
Yeah, I don't know. Juan won't let me troll these comments because every time I see one, I go Juan, can I say this? He's no, you cannot. I'm oh my God. I'll be so ready to say some, not wild shit, but I just be ready to comment back and just start trolling them because even the people that are finally after months, we have people that don't just they actually comment positivity.
Yeah.
Or not support it, but call them out for being stupid. And I'm oh my God, let me cheer them on. Let me cheer them on.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
The thing is, we just can't pay any mind. We can't hype up the good ones. We can't disprove the bad ones. These two people were having an argument in our comments. Mind you, the girl was right? It was this dude and this lady. And the dude was saying how that just means you apply to a job that you're not qualified for. And the girl was why would they be applying for jobs that they're not qualified for? Where did they say that in the clip? He's oh, no, because they're saying they can't do this. She's they didn't even say that in the clip.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Because I know. He was if you have a computer science degree and you're applying for plumbing, why would I give you anything? And she was are you stupid? Did you not watch? She was the video is not that complex. Clearly, they have engineering jobs trying to get an engineering job. And what the employer could be asking for.
But also, he was don't don't for those jobs. He said that. But then the girl was most of the time those jobs don't even tell you. And he was yes, they do. You could use Glassdoor. And she's sometimes those aren't accurate. He's yeah, but then you can bargain at the interview. But then at that point, you've already applied and gotten to the interview stage, and you still don't know how much they're paying you. Which is the fucking problem.
Yeah, he stopped responding after that.
Yeah, because listen,
they got him.
Sometimes it's I was telling Kevin earlier, we heard some crazy things the other day, and I was it's very easy to call out people that are just regurgitating shit that they've heard before that they have not looked into ever themselves. Those are the easiest not even arguments. I don't even need to know anything about your argument, but when you're just regurgitating shit that you've heard before without doing any of your own additional research or additional input, you're gonna look like an idiot when someone partially knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Oh yeah, you get asked okay, where did you hear that? Or where did you get it from? It's just silence.
Or it's I don't know. Someone says, right, this is gonna be. Someone says Messi's the greatest soccer player in the world, right? Someone says that, and I'm just why? And they're Like, I can't name one reason. Like, he's just a great. But I'm like, okay, but like, since there's so many reasons, like, name one. Like, what's one of the reasons that makes him the greatest soccer player in the world?
He's
And
gotta be nice.
Yeah,
that
like,
can't
like,
be the reason.
like, you gotta have something for me. You gotta have something.
Give me
for
some stats.
And that's what it is in those Instagram comments. A lot of the times, they're just like misinformed. Not even misinformed. They just like don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And that's fine. Like, you could not know what you're talking about. Like, that's cool. But
well, wait. I wanted to just quickly, since you were talking about Messi, the World Cup, Ecuador won their first game.
Let's
I'm
go.
so
all right, I can't fake it. Guys, I accidentally clicked stop recording in the middle of my sentence. It's a little embarrassing, and I apologize for that, for ruining the flow. But yeah, I definitely think that'd be a way. You know what's crazy? What's actually really crazy, really, really crazy? Guess. Something that has to do with the U.S. men's national team. I'll let you guess. Go ahead.
nobody cheers them on.
No. The captain of the U.S. soccer team, first of all, I think he's the youngest U.S. captain they've ever had. He's like 23. His name is Matt Thomas, I think.
Sure.
Matt Thomas. Hold on. U.S. national
Producer
team
alert.
captain. Tyler Adams. Wow, I was way off. He's from New Jersey, and he actually played for a local Newark team. He played for Ironbound Soccer Club.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me about that.
That's fucking nuts. Like, that's fucking nuts. Like, right in our backyard, this motherfucker was here playing, and now he's on the national team playing on the biggest fucking stage of your life. What do you get? I feel like, I don't know. I would get fucking nervous as shit.
Like, to fold? The thing is, like, I only really get hype when there's a ton of people. Like, I wouldn't be able to watch soccer by myself. So, like, because before I used to be, no, it's super hype. But, like, now, recently, like, sports with a lot more potential scoring, like football or basketball, interests me more just because, like, there was a game where, like, it could go 90 minutes and not a single person scores.
That's so American of you. Like, that, like this moment right here, right now, Kevin just proved that he is an American man. Like, that is crazy that you just said that out loud as an Ecuadorian person.
I've seen it. Cause Ecuador, like, damn, y'all didn't hit a single goal.
Yes, but that's part of the game. Yeah, that's so American.
Here we go back to the whole, like, bro, somebody has to score. At least, like, I can't. An 0-0 game sounds terrible to watch.
I mean, it happens more often.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly my
point. But the game
is
still exciting. I mean, I personally don't really watch like club soccer at all. I just watch my national team because it's hard for me to support a team that I have no connection to. Like, I was a Liverpool fan because Suarez was there. Now Nunez is there, so theoretically I could be a Liverpool fan again.
Sophia hates
but
you.
No, I just want all of the Uruguayan players to do well. Like, I don't care what club they're playing for. I just want them all to be fucking nasty because we're a small like, there's 3 million of us. There's more cows than people in Uruguay. You know what I mean? 12 million cows, 3 million people. 4 cows per person. Highest cow per person capita in the world. And from that little tiny small country, we have what, like second most Copa Americas or most Copa Americas. We have 2 World Cups. They were from the 1930s and the 1950s, but like still 2 World Cups, more than most countries. So yeah, I just want my country to do well.
I don't know, but like you haven't won since the 50s. Sounds kind of washed. To be honest,
it's the patriot in me. It's literally the patriot in me where like I hold so much like passion and so much of my culture and like being is from, Uruguay. So I want everyone associated with that country to perform well.
See, I would be super happy for the Ecuadorian team, but them motherfuckers always lose. And I'm like, that should be pissing me off, bro. Like, they'll start, like, this is the thing, right? They'll start off strong and then, like, completely throw everything else or, like, get super confident or cocky. I remember, like, I don't know if it was Copa America or if it was the last World Cup, but, like, they won, I think, 2 games and then lost everything else after that.
I don't remember.
I was just like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like, y'all just threw.
I mean, and even today, the biggest offset ever was like Messi and Argentina losing to Saudi Arabia. Messi and Argentina have been on a 35-game win streak, the second longest international win streak of all time.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah. So like,
because I heard something about.
Yeah, Argentina hadn't lost a game in 2 years. Like the international team, the Argentinian national team hadn't lost a game in 2 years, 35 games. And today they were upset by Saudi Arabia 2-1. Like, that's crazy.
So wait, so are they out?
No, it's the
Oh,
group
okay.
stages of the World Cup, bro. I know you don't know, but
I'm not
they're-
tapped in, bro.
listen, it's crazy. It's cool to think about. I'm really excited for this World Cup. But since we're on the topic, Qatar is crazy. Like, Qatar, first of all, listen, I understand. No, I don't. I was going to say I understand, but I don't. Because they're saying, like, okay, we're going to go to a country. You have to respect that country's, like, cultures and policies and things like that. And I understand that aspect, right? But what I don't understand is, like, it's just so much to even, like, dive into.
Is this where fans weren't allowed to like go into the stadium because of like certain things they were wearing?
Oh, like the pride flag. Yeah, like this dude was wearing a rainbow. He couldn't get into the stadium. They're not allowed to wear like the One Love armband. That's like an immediate like booking. There was actually a funny like it's not funny, but there was a funny bet on like DraftKings or one of those like booking apps where it was Harry Kane getting a yellow card, and Harry Kane was saying that no matter what he was gonna wear the One Love armband, and they were saying that was an automatic yellow card, so everyone was betting on it. But then they voided that one. And Harry Kane, I don't know if he's spineless or I think it was the FA that told him not to do it, but he didn't wear the One Love armband.
Damn.
And even
that crazy offset.
The problem is, right, that Qatar is such a rich fucking country that they bid it and FIFA allowed them to have this World Cup, right? But the problem is there's no like soccer history in Qatar. And I'm not saying that only countries with rich football history can
be able to host.
Should be able to host. But they didn't even have a stadium built.
Oh yeah.
During the bidding. Like they bid for the World Cup and didn't have a stadium built. And once the stadium was built, it was built on the backs of migrant workers, many of which lost their lives. The families of migrant workers all very upset that these games are going on. These countries, and I understand, right? It's hard to hold the individual accountable for the atrocities of a nation, right? So a lot of people are like, why are these soccer players still going, right? If they have this big issue with what Qatar stands for and what Qatar is. And I'm not saying that Qatar stands for that. I'm saying with the way they handled the World Cup was very wrong. A lot of innocent lives were lost. The rest of the country, like I have no beef with them, right? I don't really know the culture. I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know anything else outside of what I know from the World Cup being hosted there. So I don't know. Do you think those players should be held accountable for participating in the World Cup, although they disagree with these beliefs? It even goes like a step further, right? Let's say you know that there's a very famous actor and he's very racist, and you know like they're knowingly racist. Are you gonna go and watch their film? And if you do go watch their film, are you complicit in their racism?
This is like, I mean, okay, like I'm not gonna like avoid the question, be like, I don't have a favorite actor, whatever. Like, and if the movie's good, I mean, I'm gonna go watch it. Like that's just me, cause whatever they're doing, apart, I guess I can like they're still playing like a character on like film, so that's not like, oh my god, like he has to be racist in the movie or something like that. Like if the movie's good, I'm gonna go watch it. Same like with the World Cup, like I'm still gonna like watch my country, like participate. Like I know like all the issues that are having. The same thing, like there was a similar issue with like the Olympics where it was held in like China.
During like a thing.
Yeah, and that like I mean I have a friend that's also a friend of Sophia that would like he would actually love to come and speak about like injustices because he's Tibetan. I don't know if you know about Tibet, but yeah, talk about injustices between China and Tibet. But yeah, he was also like promoting like, oh, don't watch the Olympics. I mean, for me personally, like I'm not interested in the Olympics.
My father
but
loves
if
the
I,
Olympics.
huh?
My
Yeah,
dad
but
loves
like
it.
if I was, I mean,
You'd probably still watch.
I'd probably still watch it.
Yeah, I don't have such a moral high ground where, like, I'm against homophobics and I'm against homophobia, right? But like, I'll eat at Chick-fil-A every once in a while. Like, that's on me, and I know I shouldn't because they're a corporation that supports like anti-LGBT things. But local businesses, right? Which I probably should take that approach with more, but if I know a local business has racist owners, I will never eat at their business. Like I will never go to their business. Like there's a couple like clubs and like restaurants in New Jersey that like I've heard very bad things about where there's been like racist owners, racist bodyguards,
Yeah.
or like prejudiced owners, prejudiced bodyguards, things like that. And I will get invited to these places and I'll never, ever give them my money. And I'm not the most morally righteous person in the world. I don't think that, I can't hold someone accountable for the decisions that they're not making, right? The decision that you are making is giving them money. Like, I get that. But, are you complicit? A little bit. Like, these players, I don't feel bad for them. I don't want to use the word bad because they're multimillionaires who could care less about me. And just because they don't care about me doesn't mean I shouldn't care about them. But I don't feel bad for them in that sense. I do understand why they would still want to go to the World Cup outside of the reasons why they shouldn't. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a big fucking deal. Like, it's the biggest stage of their lives. And they only get to, a lot of players are young. It only happens every 4 years. You don't know when the next time you'll be called up to the World Cup. You don't know when the next time you'll be on that stage. And listen, this is going to sound really bad.
All great Juan stories start out like this.
This is going to sound bad, but like, how much of your personal achievement will you like put to the side for these injustices? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it does sound shitty. Again, I'm not saying this because I like necessarily agree, but how much of their own personal lives should be like persecuted because of the decisions that like their country is making? Because while they are making the decision to go out and play, their countries are also still making the decision to go out and participate in the World Cup regardless of the accusations.
Right, whether they go or not, like
it's like being mad at the worker instead of like the boss.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm more upset at these nations and at like, FIFA's corrupt. If FIFA's a corrupt thing,
they did this for money.
I mean,
like
yes.
The fact that they moved it is usually in the summer. It's like in the middle of winter. Like, is there even like a World Cup song this year?
Yeah, it's Lil Baby had it.
Oh,
It wasn't good. Like a Lil Baby, I'll fuck with Lil Baby, but hear me out. That World Cup song, so man,
it must be trash because I have not heard it.
bro.
Like,
Bring back Shakira, bro. My hips don't. Wait, that's not the.
That is not the
Waka waka waka, waka waka,
And then the other one was like la 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 la.
Dude, good song. Wait, wasn't "Wave My Flag" one of them? And wave your flag, and wave your flag, and then da na 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 na. That was a World Cup song, I believe. Dude, those World Cup songs are good. Yo, Lil Baby, you fumbled a little bit.
It's because it's winter. Like,
it is winter. It's not like I don't feel like the World Cup is going on. Like, it needs to be summer. And the games, I don't know how many Americans are listening to this. I don't know how many East Coastians are listening to this shit. But the games are fucking early as hell. If you live on the West Coast, you're missing every single like morning game because the first games are at 5 a.m.
Yeah, my dad was up today. I was like, damn, like, were y'all screaming this morning? Like, absolutely.
Dude, it's fucking insane. And it's because Qatar is in a desert. Like, they built a city in a desert. Like, they literally built a city in a desert. So these motherfuckers can't play at normal times. They can't play during. So they had the World Cup in the winter because the summer is so fucking hot there because it's a fucking desert that they physically cannot play games there.
Terrible.
I'm excited for the 2026 World Cup. I think I'm going to have to buy a ticket because that's in America.
Oh, is it?
Yep. And apparently, I don't know if it's
HMOX World Cup. Oh,
in 4 years. I was actually thinking about that, but I don't know if a final or a semifinal, but one of those games are being played at MetLife Stadium
for episode 100.
That's 4 years from now. We do an episode a week. That's gonna be like
no, it's like episode 250.
If we still going on by then, we better get invited to the World Cup for FIFA. Like FIFA we better do a collaboration with fucking FIFA to get us to the goddamn World Cup.
Oh my god, our faces could be on the ball.
There's a guy, there's a YouTuber, Thogden. Do you know who that is? He's like a British FIFA YouTuber, but he actually, I think he partnered with I don't know if he partnered with the World Cup or if he partnered with Copa 90, which is like a, you probably know what they are, but they're like a soccer thing. I don't know if they're like a news outlet or if they're just like a thing, but it's like Copa 90. But he's doing every single game, like he's going to every single World Cup game.
Damn.
It's 36 games, I think, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking dope. And like he's getting paid for that shit, and he's making a video on it. Like, That is the
They gave him
ultimate
free content
Bro.
and paid him.
That is the ultimate goddamn bag, bro. Oh my god. Hear me out. If there's any companies that want to sponsor us, yo, not even a big bag, just a little bag. Like we'll be happy with just
to start off.
just
bro.
a little,
Just
not even a
bag.
bag, bro. Give us an envelope. Like we'll gladly take that shit. Like I promise you, and we will be grateful. We will.
The
we
goodie
will.
bag would hit crazy.
Son, give us shirts. Give us free shirts, and we will wear them on every single podcast. Like tap in while we're still like this, because once the money starts coming in, shit.
I'm changing.
Son, you think you would change with some bread? I was thinking about that
Would
yesterday.
you change if you got money? I feel like would I change? No. Whatever. But like, would more negative parts of me come out with money? I think so.
I think so too. Not
The
you, but
the negative would still be there, but like, shit, I'm broke. I gotta be humble.
I was thinking about this the other day. I had a dream about it where I was like, me and you blew up, right? This was in my dream. Where like we blew up and you were on an interview and you were like, yeah, Juan's more about like the influencer lifestyle. I'm a lot more down to earth. And I don't know why that has been in my head for the past like 4 days. I have a lot of time to think at work. So I'd be like doing shit and like just thinking.
Juan was mad in his dream.
Son, no, I wasn't even mad. But in my head, I'm thinking like, I can see like us like blowing up, moving out to Los Angeles, and me becoming like full on influencer, and hating it.
You know what? I see that because I don't know who I told about this, but I did. I was like, yo, Juan is gonna become like
an influencer.
Yeah, he's gonna be crazy. Like he's gonna have his camera pulled out for everything, and I'm gonna just be like, yo, like I never even wanted to be famous. I was just be like, yo, hide my face.
Son, I've been thinking about that since I had that dream. Like, I swear to God, because, dude, at work, like, I do a lot of, like, mindless shit sometimes, right? Like, if I'm just, like, counting or something like that. So, like, my mind will just be racing the whole fucking time. And I've been thinking about that, I shit you not, for the past 3 days, where I'm like, Kevin's gonna, like, we're gonna move out to LA to be podcasters. Or just like social media stars, right? Oh. And I'm really gonna dive into like, you're gonna see me on everyone's TikTok. Like, you're gonna see me in the back with Bryce Hall, like,
oh my god,
doing a fucking TikTok dance.
Kevin, do it, bro, do it.
And Kevin's just gonna be in none of the videos. He's not gonna want to participate.
I'm gonna be behind the camera.
That's gonna be the biggest argument. I feel like once we get big, just because even going to parties and shit, you're not a party guy, but we're gonna have to assimilate a little bit and hit some of these LA parties and talk to influencers.
And start influencing. Oh my god, like
I
can't think too far ahead. Or
I was thinking about it like when we had that interview, and I'm like, we had an interview, and I'm just like, imagine when it's people that like are like famous or like people that like are very well known. Like we're gonna have to be very prepared. Not even prepared, but we're gonna have to be like
mentally
on
ready.
top of it and mentally ready to say whatever the fuck comes to mind.
See, like I've already said it, like if we get canceled, it's gonna be because of me. Because the thing about Juan is like he'll exaggerate a lot of his thoughts, but afterwards he'll be like, oh no, I didn't mean that 100%. I was just, making a show for the people. But like, damn, I've been saying 100% all the time.
No, listen. How I am on the podcast is how I am off the podcast.
It's
but
a lie.
No. But if someone asks me off the podcast if I fully agree with some of my takes, I'll say no, just because I feel like they're judging me for my takes.
Oh, I'm gonna say yeah, bro.
Like I forgot what we were talking about one time. I think I was talking about like ladies or something. I don't know what. But then someone was like, oh, so what's this about girls? And I was like, no. I was just trying. I have no women in my life. Yes.
So yeah, I was talking with Sophia, and I was like, oh, like I feel like people would be less likely to take you in a joking manner. Like if Juan says something, they would take it as a joke, but I feel like you would get a lot more, but canceled potentially just from something you say, even if it is a joke. I don't know. Maybe the way you approach speaking or the way I approach speaking. I don't know. Let us know.
I have heard. Listen, this is the problem, right? Where, hear me out. Being sarcastic is the hardest shit in the world, because I've gotten to a point in my life where people can't tell the difference when I'm being serious or I'm fucking around. And even when I say like, no, I'm dead ass, it sounds like I'm fucking around. So this is terrible in relationships. This is terrible in friendships. And this is terrible in every aspect of my life.
I can't imagine using sarcasm. I left that shit in like middle school. I can't like I hate people that are like super sarcastic. Well, I guess you're not like this.
I'm not super sarcastic, but the thing is, I joke around a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I was like, oh my god.
So
bro.
it's very easy to not know the difference between me being dead ass and me joking. And it has literally brought, like, I'll try to like flirt with somebody and they'll think I'm fucking around, but the whole time I'm like, no, I'm in love with you. Like, I want to be with you. Everything I'm saying is real. Take me serious.
The applications are flooding in yet again.
Dude, it's a real problem though. It's genuinely a real problem that sarcasm and shit, but it's something that's been on my mind.
You know what?
For a
It does
while.
affect me too, because I'll be like, yo, is this, especially through text? I'll be like,
No,
I don't know if
you're,
this man.
you're the worst.
Why am I the worst?
Because like Kevin, you'll talk to Kevin about something. Like, we won't have an argument over text, but we'll be discussing something, right? We'll just have like a discussion, like literally a discussion. Be like, oh, how do you feel about this clip? How do you feel about this? That type of discussion. And then Kevin will be like, oh, I like this one. I'll be like, oh, I don't really like this one. He'll just text back, okay. That is so fucking passive aggressive.
I'm agreeing with you.
No. But you don't type out OKAY. You put okay. Like,
that's faster.
No, bro. That is so passive aggressive.
God.
That is so passive
I guess,
aggressive.
bro, this kind of
That's why
comes from being single. It has to be.
Maybe, but I literally respond to you after, and I'll be like, nah, bro. Like, I really enjoy your idea too, but I just don't. Like, I feel bad about it afterwards because I feel like you're like I just attacked you because you text back okay. And you say I'm the worst when it comes to text? No, you're the worst when it comes to texting. Because I don't know if this guy's upset or not.
I'm not. Why would I be upset?
I know you're not, but the way you text me back, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker hates me. He hates me so much.
Oh my god. Yeah, I could never go to this level of overthinking.
It's not even overthinking.
That is crazy overthinking.
You really
over
think that's
two
overthinking?
letters? Over 2 letters.
No, bro. Put in the comments what you guys think. But, bro, if you're texting somebody like back and forth about not an argument, but like you're
Okay, you know what? I'll say this is why
like
I changed.
let's say you're like, oh, where should we go? I ask you where should we go eat, and you say Burger King, and I'm like, nah, fuck Burger King. Let's go to McDonald's, and you're like, okay. I'm gonna be like, oh, he's mad that we didn't go to Burger King.
I'm a grown man. I would have just gone to Burger King.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
But like this is my thing, right? Because before I used to put LOL or LMAO in all my messages, and then like even now sometimes I'll put it twice, and then people will call me out of it. So now I'm never gonna laugh again.
You don't do that to me. For me, it's the opposite. You just are so dry when you text me back, and I'm like, oh, this guy hates me. Me and Kevin are not friends anymore. We're not gonna do the podcast this week. Like, he despises me.
I'm just trying to be efficient. So I'm like, you know what? I agree. Okay. We don't be like, okay, Juan, I agree. I love you. P.S. We'll post this on Wednesday.
Yes, I need that type of reassurance. Maybe it's me. Am I clingy? Am I the clingy
You
one?
need reassurance.
Am I clingy?
You know what? Yeah, because
I'm not a clingy friend, though. I'm not a clingy friend.
No. But I'll respond, okay. You'll respond, and then like half an hour later, you'll respond again with like something like
something
reassurance.
different.
And I'll be like,
dude, I
I'll be
forgot
like, what is this?
We were talking about something the other day, and then you responded to me like, okay, or you just didn't text me back. Like, you just didn't respond to me. So I followed up like 2 hours. Like, we were talking about, let's say about like a clip or like about like a guest or something. We were just talking about something, and I was like, oh, we should get this person on as a guest, this and a third, and you just didn't respond to me. So then I followed up after, and I was like, hey, have you watched this anime? Because I was like, oh, he's mad at me.
No,
because I think you said something like along the lines of like, oh, because you choose the guest or something like that, and I was like, yeah, well, I just think that this is a really good guest because it's on the third, and you just didn't respond to me. So then I texted back like 3 hours later because I was like, oh, Kevin's mad at me.
You know what? I don't know why it is, but I'll read your messages and like in my head I'll be like, all right, okay, whatever, or like agree, but. You need that verbal like I agree, you're okay, because like then you'll just keep following up until I respond.
Dude, yes, like literally yes, and it's, I don't know, am I clingy?
No, that would be my fault, because I do have to acknowledge that, like, you know,
we're having a conversation. Like, we're having it's not even like we're yeah, it's not even like a heated conversation either, but the way Kevin responds to me, I'm always like, is he mad at me?
It's either 2-letter sentences or some weird emoji that Juan doesn't like.
Kevin, yo, stop sending me. We already talked about this. That dick emoji gotta go.
Bro, that's a funny ass emoji, bro.
No, it's not funny. It's getting on my last nerve.
We gotta pop it up on screen.
But I don't even think I'm a clingy friend. But I do need reassurance. I do need that. Like, I am the type of, even like,
your love language must be words of affirmation.
Not even though, but like, you've never. Well, you've been taken for a long time, but you've never been in those situations where like someone has been flirting with you, but then, fuck, how do I describe this? Like, I don't. Yeah, maybe I do just need the reassurance. I was just gonna try to like piggyback around it, but in my head, there are times in my life where like I interact with people that I know like me, but the way they're talking to me in that moment, I'm like, does this person hate me?
You know what? I do that a lot because, like, especially when I'm on call or something, I'll be multitasking. I'll be like,
But no, on calls, I never had that problem with you on calls.
Oh, I know some people have had it because like I was like, or like yesterday, for example, I was on call with Julian. People that remember Julian, like he was talking to me, but I just had like I was just typing to my boss, so he was like, "Yo, like what's like, are you okay?" I just hit you with a blank expression. If he was, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what you were talking about. Can you repeat the question?"
No, it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. Not on you, but it's definitely happened in my life where I think someone is feeling me, and then we're interacting more and more, and that feeling slowly goes away. I'm like, I think this person hates me. Why are they acting this way?
Oh man,
I don't know.
I can't imagine going back to the single world.
But it's not.
I think I'd starve.
Do you think? Okay, I'm gonna ask you this, right? Do you think people can forget to text back? Hear me out.
Yes.
No, hold on. I'm gonna do a hear me out, and then you're gonna disagree with me. Hear me out. No one forgets to text back. Just own up to it. Say you saw my message and you didn't want to respond to it. You don't gotta hit me with the I responded in my. I'll take I responded in my head over I never saw your message. That's it. Like that's what I'm gonna say.
But like, yeah, sometimes I'll read it and be like, okay, and then just put my phone down or get called to do something or go do something else and then just forget about it. I'll be like, oh shit, my bad. Like, I forgot to give you the go. Like yes, no, or whatever.
No, and I get that people aren't on their phones all the time. But if you respond to me about my conversation from 4 days ago, like this is where my issue stems. If you respond to a conversation from 6 days ago, as if the conversation is still ongoing and you just saw my message. No, you did not. You did not see my message 6 days later.
Maybe you won't know that it's been 4 days.
Bro, you are not the president. And not that I'm entitled to a text back either, but just I'd rather you leave me undelivered than respond to my text 6 days later trying to keep the same conversation.
I was napping, bro. I took a nap for 4 days.
That reminds me of those things like, she's gone, bro. She's gone. Listen, I don't know. I'm not even the best texter in the world. Occasionally, like, I'm a pretty good texter. Like, if I don't have shit to do. Now, this is going to go into a different topic, right? The stage of my life where I'm at. So we kind of had this we're going to step away from the texting and stuff. But I have a lot more time on my hands now, right? I think we both kind of do.
That's the graduating
in a sense,
effect.
Yeah, like after you graduate college and stuff. And we kind of talked about it. Just maybe a little more serious. Not really that serious, but like growing up, you have all these stages of life, right? That are like clearly defined. Not clearly, but for the most part, there's these milestones. You know, you go to kindergarten, you graduate kindergarten, go to like elementary, you graduate elementary, you go to middle school, you go to high school, like middle school graduate. In middle school, you look forward to middle school graduate. Like in elementary school, you look forward to elementary school graduation. Middle school, you look forward to middle school graduation. High school, you look forward to high school graduation. If not high school graduation, then you look forward to starting your first job. Maybe you drop out of high school, whatever. If you do end up going to college, you're in college, you get your college graduation. Now you graduated college, you get your first job. Now what?
You get a promotion.
Yeah,
no,
someone told me that too. Okay. Someone told me that too. Like, oh yeah, now I'm just looking for the next promotion. But in my head, now the next goal for me, at least, is to find my forever job. Like that's my next goal. Like I want to find the job that I'm going to stay with until I retire. That's what my next goal is. Which, you know, it's possible to do that.
I feel like it's weird just because everything. Well, apart from like when you were very little to like elementary school, but even then, like it would still, I guess, like move up from grades, and like there would be like those like ceremonies.
Yeah.
Or like, you would just change uniform or whatever. So there was some change.
Yeah.
Every like 4 years, and then high school to like or middle school, high school, college is like all 4 year increments, and then to go from that to what is now of like.
Just the rest of your life.
The rest of your life, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, okay, but there's like 50 years, at least, maybe, where like, how am I supposed to divide that? Like, at this point, like, after that, the next milestones are like
starting a family, like getting married, starting a family,
kid, moving in together with your partner or whatever.
Do I have to have a kid? I think that's what my life is missing.
Oh my God, we can't. No.
I think that's what my life is missing. Maybe I should have
little
a kid.
Juan on the pod. Oh my god.
Son, maybe I should have a kid. Maybe that's what my life is missing. Then I just live my milestones through them. Yo, now I get why people have kids. Yo, it's all making sense. And maybe it's because I am single that I even have those types of thoughts. Because I'm sure other people like do have those other milestones where it's not in those increments, right? I learned right after like I'm gonna be honest, after like 21, I learned to stop timing myself in terms of putting dates on the things I want to do. So I think we mentioned this on a previous podcast, but where it's like, I'm going to stop streaming if it doesn't pop off before 22. I'm going to stop making music if it doesn't pop. Like, I need to stop giving myself those dates because, first of all, you never know when the fuck this shit's going to go up. And second of all, people make a lot of money at different stages of their life. They find a lot of success at different stages of their life. And I want the success before the money, to be honest. I want people to appreciate my art in every facet, whether it's like podcasting, music, whatever. So that's what I care more about, like the successes or things of that nature. But it has been something that's been on my mind recently, where I'm happy that I'm finally like, started my career and got my foot in the door, and now I have all this free time. But maybe I just hate work. Hear me out.
I do hate work.
No. Hear me out. I do not have a dream job. I just do not dream of labor ever.
Why would I ever want to put myself in a situation like, I want to work for this person for the rest of my life?
Never. And I don't know if that's like an entrepreneur in me. Probably not. And I'm sure everybody just hates fucking working. But working sucks. Like, working is just sucks.
What I hate now is that the majority of time every day goes to like jobs. Because like, you're not working 8 hours or like 9 hours or whatever your set time to work is. You have to get up. You have to get ready. Sometimes you have to commute.
Yeah.
So you have to like, if you don't want to spend money on like buying food from either the company or like any restaurants near, you have to like prep meals either in the morning or at night. You have to commute back home, and then like you're left with so little time to yourself, where it's like your life is now just work.
And that's the crazy part, right? I mentioned earlier that we have so much time now. But I wake up very early, I get home late, and in that little time I have, it's like realistically, with no work and before sleep, I probably have like 4 actual hours in my day. Like, that's insane. That's literally insane to have that little time. And I literally just said that we have a lot of time now. But in theory, we do have a lot more time. Before, I mean, at least for me, I was doing school and working. And I was working a lot. Like, I had 2 jobs basically, and I was going to school. And I had no time. Like, I had no time. And now I have some more time because all I do is work, because I've started my career. I've stepped into that space of my life. And even then, I feel like I'm running out of time. And the crazy part where I was going with that dream of labor shit is when you're younger, you look forward to those breaks, right? You look forward to the winter break. You look forward to the fall break. You look forward to your spring break. You look forward to those milestones because you know it's something new, right? Mm-hmm. When you're looking forward to middle school graduation because you're going to get to go to high school. You're looking forward to high school graduation because you might go to college or start a job or something like that. But now,
I got to work a whole year before 3 days of PTO.
But no, now I have to work until I die.
Yeah.
Like now that's just my life.
Man.
At least before I was a student looking forward to being a more educated student. Now I'm a worker. Of course, I'm looking to get more educated in my field of work.
I don't get Puerto Rican day off no more.
No?
No?
Oh yes, like staff development days. I was so confused for a second. I was like, what the fuck you mean Puerto Rican? You're not even Puerto Rican. But no, yeah, it's something that's been on my mind heavy. And I know it's only been my first week of work. And last podcast I was talking about how like I like my job, which I do. I think my job is cool. Like I enjoy it. But it has been something that's been weighing on my mind. Like, damn, this is really what I'm gonna have to do for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. I'm really just gonna have to work until I die. And people, if we post a clip from this, people in the comments are gonna be like, "Oh, look at these fucking bums. Gen Z doesn't want to fucking work." Like, bitch, nobody wants to fucking work. And I know if I didn't work, I would probably be rotting away because I like to work. In terms of, I like to have something to do. But if I could do something that I'm passionate about and get paid for it, like I'd rather do that. You know what I mean? So maybe I do have a dream job, and
y'all gotta subscribe, bro. I'm tired of y'all not subscribing. Blow up the TikTok. There's no reason it should still have 50 followers.
No cap. Y'all should go follow TikTok.
We gotta remake it. We're just gonna delete. And
I'm
start
down,
over.
low key. I have told you I'm down for that shit.
Yeah, man.
But podcasts, yeah, I think if you're just that like 9 to 5 guy, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with being that person. You know, you make time for the people you care about. You make time for your family. If you have family, you make time for like a girlfriend, a partner. Or if you just like to spend alone time, you know, just chilling at home, like that's cool too. Fill up your time with things you enjoy. For me personally, if I don't have a creative outlet in some sort of facet, I will lose my freaking mind. Like when I was in college and working, if I didn't do like music or streaming, I would have fucking gone berserk. I literally would have lost my fucking mind because I can't be such a robot. I already do so much work. And if you don't do things for yourself, right? Because all these other things, they're not necessarily for yourself. Like getting a degree, even a high school degree, isn't for yourself. Isn't not for yourself, right? It is for yourself because it'll benefit you. But to create something that hasn't already been predetermined is even more beautiful. You know what I mean? Like I work for my boss. I'm doing something my boss wants me to do. When you're in high school, you're doing something that the system has predetermined for you, right? Someone has already made these lesson plans. You're a part of a public school system. You're a part of a school system that has these things in place. So I think if you don't have not the ability, but if you don't have the opportunity to express yourself in facets that have not already been like determined for you, then you'll lose your mind. I mean, me personally, I'll lose my mind. For you, I don't know how you feel about that.
I mean, I definitely needed something. Like even while I was in college, I eventually tried streaming, started editing my own videos, and then landed my editing job right now. But like, I'd be lying if I said that the commission base that I'm doing is like amazing. Sometimes I pray for like just to have like a regular 9 to 5. Cause like once you're done, you're done. But like my whole thing is like if I don't finish my shit, I gotta keep working. Like even now, like yes, I work today, but I have to go back home after this and keep working because I didn't finish before coming here.
Yeah.
So like I would some days I'm just like I would love to like go and like clock in, and just clock out as soon as that's done. You're done. You go home.
Yeah, I get that too, and it is a struggle, being like a contract worker basically, like working on commission.
I was reminded that I'm not an employee.
Wait, really?
Because I was like, bro, as a contract, like because I'm contracted, I don't get insurance. I don't get like any benefits. I don't have paid time off. Nothing. If I don't work, I just don't get paid.
Oh, like I thought you were reminded by your boss, like your boss.
Yeah. He was like, oh, like. Babe, like you remember, like you're contracted, so because I was basically I need to set a schedule. Like, I'm not working 12 hours a day anymore. That's not happening. And it was like, oh yeah, like I want to set the schedule. Like I want to work from what like 9 to like I was like sorry 9 to 5, 8 to 4, whatever. And he was like, yeah, well, because I was like, can we please set this up or whatever? And he was like, well, yeah, because you're contracted, you could do whatever you want as long as the work gets done. Like
yeah,
like you could make it happen, but like if the work isn't done, you have to keep working. Like that's just like what has to happen.
What time do you wake up and start editing? How much of that is on you as the contractor?
That's my thing, right? Like some of it is on me because
you be taking breaks, bro.
I do be taking breaks.
You're saying you work for 12 hours, but no, you don't.
No. There's some days where like yes, there is. Yes,
12 hours straight. You're not going on Discord and fucking around for
I
not even 30 minutes.
Nope. I don't do that anymore. You can verify that. I got my witnesses. They don't be hearing from me. Cause like, bro, like the way we're moving now is like we just completely changed our whole system. That was happening because like I would have to basically be on call. So like I'm gonna call you back in like an hour, 2 hours, and then you have to get this done, but I can't like leave. Mm-hmm. So like that's still on call. Like I still have to wait around and wait for things to be like given to me or like things to get updated. Or there was a point where like send this back so I can review it. And then I'll send it back to you. You have to finish it today. I'm like, okay. That's just waiting. But like, that's my thing. Like at night, like at these office jobs, because I've had like the office job where I was working, kind of similar to like what you were doing. And like, they'd give you like a task and like whatever you don't finish just moves on to the next day. Or like, you could just, I guess you could go as slow or as fast as you want. Some days would be slower. Some days would be a lot, like more rigorous, but like you knew like once that time hit, like, okay, there's only 3 hours left. There's only 2 hours left or whatever. But my thing is like I could be rigorous 3 days, And I'm like, damn, there's still 2 more days where I have to be as work as fast as possible. I can have as much time as I can have, but I'm not a robot. I can't work like all those hours at 100% efficiency to complete this project. Where it's like this project takes 8 hours to accomplish. I have to be working.
But to be fair, if you're working a 9 to 5, you are working 8 hours. Like there's
yes.
I have zero downtime.
I know, yes.
I go to work and I'm working from the time I clock in to the time I clock out.
Yes.
So there is some luxury in being able to stretch out 8 hours of work to 12 hours.
Yes, I understand, but like
because we have deadlines too. Like there's still shit like
no, of course
that I'll have to do overtime for. You got what I'm
yes,
saying?
I understand.
So I get your point about wanting that clock in. But you also have to weigh the benefits that you are getting as well.
Like I understand.
There's good and bad in both situations.
Of course,
honestly.
that's what I'm saying.
There are good and bad.
Some days I'm like, wow, that 9 to 5 would hit crazy. But other days I'm like, no, it would not. I basically make my own hours, like, cause
you can never be late to work.
Yeah, I move.
You can eat when you
later.
want. You can go on break when you want. You can take a piss when you want.
There was a problem where I was like, yo, please stop messaging me past 1 a.m. because like the dude's in California. So he's 3 hours behind. So he'll message me like at 3 a.m. like, oh, like, how's this going? Like, bro, I'm not awake. It's not happening. I'm like, well, like, it used to be really bad before because he was basically like a night owl. Like he would like work from like 9 p.m. to like 6 a.m. his time. And then like I basically wouldn't hear from him. So if something went wrong or something happened, we've had this issue where he would upload work to like Dropbox or Google Drive or whatever. And like he forgot to give me access to it, so that was a day wasted.
Damn.
And like that's my thing. Like I don't get paid for that. That's not like you didn't do anything. You didn't do any work, so like you're not getting paid. Whereas like if that was like a company's fault, like you would still get paid for that.
You would get sent home.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Like when the computers at my job didn't work, we got sent home.
You know what? I agree. Yeah, because like that's the one thing. Like, but at least
it depends. If you're salary, then you'll still get paid. But if you're like an hourly worker.
So like that's my thing. Like at least you can act busy about whatever. Like let's say you finish your shit early, you can act busy, and like that's it. Because if you're like, oh, I finished, I need something to do. That happened to me. They were like, you could go home, and like you just won't get paid for the rest of the day. That's terrible.
But you're saying you have to be working at 100% for 8 hours.
Yes.
Like you don't.
Yes, you do.
Just working at 100%.
That's my thing. That's my thing. When like, you ask me like, oh, hop in, do this right now, bro. If I lose focus, that's literally when like I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do this shit.
But yeah, that's losing focus. But
like if you lose focus, then you're not at 100%. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. It's different because I mean, like I understand. Like I feel bad when I do give you work for like HMO because I'm like I know he's been editing all day. Like that's in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, he's like it's fucked a little because you're at your computer all day, so it's like annoying, and I know it is. But you're a great editor, and without you, HMO would not be where it's at. So I give you that work, but in my head, no, I am guilty of in my head sometimes thinking like, oh, but Kevin's already editing and already on his computer, like. Bitch, just edit the video, bro. Like, stop fucking complaining and get the fuck to work. God. I'm a terrible coworker. I was telling Kevin today. I was like,
I can't wait to write my book on like why HMO ruined me,
bro. There's nothing I say to you that's bad. I don't say nothing bad to you. First of all, don't act like I'm a fucking boss. First of all, I'm not a
tyrant, bro.
I'm not a boss. We are.
Juan's the boss man before co-host.
I'm definitely. Would you say I'm the businessman?
Absolutely, because I'm not. I'm like, oh my god.
The thing is, I try to give you that schedule though. Even with like uploading too, because I tell you, I'm like, listen, we need to upload this day, and this day, just because I know how shitty it is to not work on a schedule. So when shit doesn't get done on the days that it's supposed to, it's like, hey, but that was on the schedule. Like if this was a job. And I'm telling you, the deadline is Sunday, and you don't do it by. I'm not talking.
Hold
shit.
on, bro, because Juan be like, yo, like, bro, it's been the 3rd week in a row where Juan's like, oh, I'm gonna start posting TikToks again.
But that's the thing. That's what I told you, right? We have to hold each other accountable. I hold you accountable. You don't hold me accountable, and that's the issue.
I'm gonna buy me a whip.
No, but it's the truth though. Like the same way you need if I don't remind you, you're not posting TikTok. You're not posting that.
That's
day.
not true.
Yes, it is.
That's not true.
Yes, you're gonna message me 16 times. Which one should I post? Which one should I post?
Because the ones I picked, you're like, damn, this shit kind of mid.
Because I'm the social media guy. Dude, listen, guys, we're a very small company. There's only two of us, and it's hard being the CEO. Well, we're co-CEOs. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
CEO, COO, manager, talent, producer, kind of editor. I'm a little bit of an editor.
That PC comes in.
Oh my god. Okay, let's step away from the business of the podcast. But listen, as you guys may have heard, I shipped out my PC finally. I just want to start by saying, fuck you, UPS.
I can't believe they did a man like this.
I have never been let down more by a company and by a group of people in my entire life. And I'm very upset, and it pains me to say this, and they might not even be able to fix my computer. And it's a sad day to be Juan Lopez, because fucking oh my god, bro, I hate companies. I hate all companies, man. I literally shut down all big companies. Hear me out. If you're a big company, go out of business. That's the hear me out. I'm posting that. Just go out of business, dude. MSI is like, okay, yeah, you need to ship us back to PC. I'm like, bet, give me a return label. They're like, oh no, you're in charge of the shipping back. Okay, fine, fair. I get it, because if you're gonna fix it for free. But caveat, they're like, hey, we're not responsible for any physical damages on the computers due to shipping. Okay, so I wrap my computer. It's real snug in that fucking box. Wrap it up really good. Buy a $150 fucking shipping label from UPS. Mind you, UPS tells me you cannot drop this up at a store. You can't do this. You have to give it to a driver directly. So I go to a store. The store tells me we cannot take this package. Thank God, right outside the store, there was a bunch of drivers. I was like, hey, I can just give this to you. He was like, yeah, no problem. I bet, bro. Thank you so much. Give him the box. Takes a couple days to get the normal. MSI hits me up 2 days ago. Says, hey, yeah, your computer has mad physical damage. Like, you need to pay us money to replace this, and that before we can even start to fix it. So my chassis, which is just the case, right? All the glass shattered. All the glass on my PC shattered. Like every single, like the top of my PC with glass shattered. The fucking sides, the back of the case is fucked up. And so they charged me $250 for a new case. I just hope that my motherboard and all that shit didn't get fucked up. We're going to find out.
Because then they're going to be like, well, now we got to replace this, and they're just going to lick a whole PC
at that
PC
point,
off
like, because they're saying they're not responsible for any damages caused to physical damages, like it being fucking hit and shit. So in theory, like they won't fix it if it's like physical damage. They'll only fix it if it's like internal like software damage, or like the part damage or whatever. But my fucking PC got destroyed on the fucking journey, bro. I don't understand. It makes me sad. It makes me genuinely upset.
The package came destroyed. The box came destroyed. Like the actual product came destroyed. It's like, why would I ever ship it out like this? This is not my fault. And it's like, oh, like I guess you could have added like fragile, like just in marker to the box, but it's like, do I really need to add that for them to just like not?
Dude, I declare like when they scan it in, it should say my declared value. I put in what the declared value was, which was fucking $2,000, and these motherfuckers still treated it like shit. So what am I supposed to do? Heavy ass box. What the fuck? They think was in there? A fucking body? No. My fucking computer now it's fucking oh my god, bro. I'm upset. Like I'm actually I hope they're able to fix. Dude, I hope they're able to fix my computer. If they're not able to fix my computer, I'm fucking burning down everything, bro. Like I'm not actually doing that. YouTube, that was a joke in a video game. But yeah, it's this is why I don't fucking do customer service. You see why? Because I fucking go through all that trouble and now my computer is goddamn broken. And who's going to fucking fix it? Not MSI is going to be a bitch about it. And they're not going to do the things that they should do. How do you have luck with UPS?
Yeah. UPS
But you
is my
ship boxes though. You ship shoes.
No, but
You
like
don't ship
I've
glass.
shipped, not glass, but I've shipped consoles.
Oh, but even
But like,
then,
I've never had any issues with that. So I'm so surprised that you've had such a terrible experience, because in my opinion UPS is the best shipping one. USPS is by far the worst.
Yeah,
And
poor
then
them.
FedEx, they just steal your packages and like they treat your shit like shit basically. Yeah.
I mean, UPS treated like shit.
I'm very surprised.
I don't know if it's UPS. Dude, I wish you guys could see the box. Like, I fucking sent them a perfect Home Depot extra large heavy duty box. And when they sent me the picture back, that shit was mangled. Like, it looks like someone opened it. Literally looks like someone opened it first and then closed it after fucking it up. Like,
somebody did a backflip on the box.
listen, more power to the workers. Like, I always say, like, I'm pro worker, not pro company. But man, you guys could have treated my shit a little bit better, man. Like, that UPS, if you listen to this, we're not doing no sponsorships with y'all, bro. Like, y'all really hurt my feelings. And it's so hard to be me.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's so terrible. Look, I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but I hope that
I hope they fix my
it comes
computer.
back and fix, bro, because that's such a terrible thing to go.
Guys, I wish you guys could see. I've literally had my setup set up for months. I like, my cable management is trashed. I've been waiting for my PC to get back here, and I've just been computerless for months. I don't even think gaming is a part of my life anymore. Talking about gaming, you might not know too much about this because you don't read.
I don't. Really.
No, you don't keep on going about. But did you see what happened to FTX? They went bankrupt.
Isn't that the crypto people?
Yep.
Oh,
TSM FTX.
I did hear
The big sponsor of the big sponsor of TSM, which just parted ways with FTX. But yeah, FTX just went bankrupt. A $32 billion company now worth $0. Pretty crazy. It looks like there was a lot of scamming going on. A lot of scamming. And all I gotta say is the rich get richer. You know what's kind of like funny about the main guy? He's, what's it called? Like altruistic. Like he gives away all his money and stuff. Mm-hmm. But he's like, it looks like, I don't know if he was like laundering. I don't know. That's what I'll never. We need to get like a crypto guy on here. I really need to understand the value of cryptocurrency. Like, I know it has a value, but I don't understand.
People are making millions when the coin is worth like 0.00001.
Well, I get. Well, okay.
Oh yeah, obviously like the pumping them coins.
But it's not even just that. It's like, yes. So that I can I can explain you that. What I can't explain is where the value even comes from originally. Like, I can't even explain. Like, I don't understand where the $0.0001 value comes from.
How did you divide it this way?
Like, it's not even, they made up the value of these coins. And that's why I say, hear me out. Crypto is a bit of a gamble. I know people hate to hear it, but the value that's provided to these coins is a manufactured value. These coins do not have real value. They are coins being held on by these corporations, if it is like a corporate coin like the FTT coin, which is FTX's coin. But it's a declared value that has no real weight. Yeah, and while they did have two reserves, like FTX did have two reserves, one in the U.S. and one in the Bermuda, there's no real like jurisdiction on these things. It's not a real exchange. It's I don't know. To me, crypto's fake.
It is. It is a fake currency. The fact that they could just add in coins whenever and just completely fuck the value or like mess with it.
Listen,
it's crazy.
Please explain to us in the comments. I genuinely want to learn. I genuinely want to learn.
I can't wait for
the crypto bros to come
NFT to comment on this end.
No, but I really would like to learn because I don't understand. I don't understand where they get this value from. And my level of explanation is not good because I am not well versed in these things.
What are these ugly apes become worth? Like,
well, those are NFTs, so no.
But that's also crypto.
That is also crypto. The crypto space is weird. It's still too young. You know what I mean? So people probably said the same thing about like Bitcoin and shit like that. But the thing about Bitcoin being as explosive and as profitable as it's been, Bitcoin is down now, but
horrendous.
Yeah, but to the point where it got so the problem with it having even gotten to that point is that now everyone turns to crypto as like, oh, but look at crypto. Everyone was shitting on it back then. Now it's like this big thing. But yes, while Bitcoin did do that, that might be an anomaly. You know what I mean? Ethereum, an anomaly. For every Bitcoin, right? For every Bitcoin, there's a million failed projects.
There's a million Shiba coins.
No, but literally, like, for every Bitcoin, there is a million failed projects. So yes, you can look at the 1% or like the 0.001% and be like, oh, if they could do it, why can't this be the next big thing? But also, you have to look at the 0.001% and think, why is there only 0.001% of these coins being valuable and being profitable? Maybe because it can't be reproduced. And of course, I'm not saying that you shouldn't try, because what are they, if anyone's familiar with Twitch, they say like 0.001% of Twitch streamers like make enough money to be rich or whatever, or like make enough money to be sustainable. And there's millions of Twitch streamers, you know, a lot of them aren't successful, and I don't think you should stop trying just because you might not be successful. But what's the number? The 1% owns 99% of the wealth, or 90% of the wealth. But again, if the number is so low, there might be a reason. I'm not a crypto bro. I'm not even a finance guy. So I do my stocks. I have my stocks. I have my fair share of investments. I have my, you know, my IRAs, my retirement funds. But I just don't understand it all that well.
I tried so hard to get into like the crypto and NFT space.
You weren't in the like you were a stock guy though.
Yeah,
you're a stock. You were a stocker, bro. Or you are a stock,
I'm
bro.
Still, I guess like I'm doing my. I stopped with day trading. That shit is clipped. That shit is that's the fastest way to lose money.
Yeah.
So like now I'm just trying my best to like get into like long-term investments. But even then, that shit is fake, bro. Like high key, it's like you just gotta learn how to play the market when it's trying to play you as like a regular person. Because like as a regular person, you can't like invest into anything without repercussions unless you have like $25,000. Like at that point, it's like your full-time job, and that's the only time you don't have like restrictions like the PTO rule or not the
PTO rule.
No, sorry, not PTO. What is it? The pattern day trader. The PDT rule.
What's that for?
Pattern day traders. So like you're not allowed to day trade, which basically means you buy and sell a stock or an options or whatever in the same day. So you could buy it and sell it the next day. You can sell it and then buy it again, but you can't buy and sell in the same day, or you get a like a pattern day trade, like I guess counter. Okay. If you do 4 day trades in a 5 business day period, your account gets locked for 90 days.
Oh shit. Like
that's so dumb. Like
so you can't day trade? I thought you can day trade.
You can day trade. Like there's different things that you can do. Like for example, like Webull, which is like a stock trading platform, allows you to have like I think it's called a cash account, where basically like you're no longer subject to the PDT rule, but you have to wait for your money to settle before you can use it again, which usually takes like 1 or 2 days. But still, you're still under that like
that time frame of not.
Yeah,
being
you
able
have
to
to just
fine.
like now you have to just wait, or like let's say you took a shitty play, now you have to wait for your money to settle to be able to enter into something else. So you're still getting punished because like you don't have that like 25K threshold. And yeah, man, I gave up on day trading. That shit. people out there that probably tried to do day trading, especially when like the GameStop and AMC craze was happening.
Bro. People were making bread off that shit. I hate that I didn't jump in. I should have. Like, people were making bread off that shit, man. Yeah. People were making bread off Dogecoin. Oh my god, I should have jumped in Dogecoin dude.
I know there's people out there punching the air right now that they didn't exit when they was 60K or like Dogecoin was like 0.70 cents.
Dude, there were young ass people with probably not that much money in their accounts. Like people I know that don't even have that much money that were up like tens of thousands of dollars on these stocks and on these crypto coins, and they didn't sell. I'm like,
how does it feel to fumble the bag?
Dude, that shit hurts me. I'm like, damn. You know how much like easy living I would have like. But hindsight, right? In hindsight's always 20/20. The one, if anyone, don't take any finance advice from me. I'm the last person you want to take financial advice from because I spend my money as it comes. I do a lot of saving, and I'm going to start saving more now that, you know, I have a better paying job. But if you want to retire a millionaire, I'm going to tell you how right now. So take out your notepad. Kevin, you want to know how? I'll tell you anyway. Open up a Roth IRA.
Oh, the Roth IRAs.
$500 every month, $6K max a year. And if you contribute to it every month until you're 65 and you don't touch that money, you will retire a multimillionaire. and you will comfortably live out the rest of your life before you pass.
You win.
You win. So that's it. Like that's my one
Except
word of
I have
advice.
to make it to 65.
That is all. No. You can. That's the thing. A lot of people don't. A lot of people probably know this, but you can take out what you've put in. You just can't take out nothing that you've accrued. So you can't take out any of like the profits, but you can take out whatever you put in. Like if I put in $500 and it jumps up to $670, I can take out that $500. I just can't touch the $170 that I just made. So. You could also take it out earlier, but then you'll be like taxed on it. And the thing is, with the Roth IRA, it's not taxed, so you get a free $8 million.
Nina's leg when I'm 65. Bro.
And that's the thing; it is hard to wait until you're that old, but it is smart. It's a smart investment. I think if you take it out before 65, you're taxed on it, or I don't know how it works exactly.
They probably take like 80%.
Yeah, it's probably it's probably a high tax bracket to be honest. But moving away from the finances, because I'm not a finance guy. This is dropping, before we wrap up and shit, a shorter episode today. Kevin's not feeling too well.
I am not. I have a massive headache right now.
So this is dropping the day before Thanksgiving. So I just want to, give the opportunity for me and Kevin to just say that we're grateful for everybody that's been tuning in. Grateful for everybody for giving us an opportunity to, be in your ears.
For 17 episodes now.
17 episodes.
I really hope it's 17, bro, because I'm a little.
It is 17. It is 17.
Okay.
But I really like the opportunity that a lot of people have been giving us. A lot of people with your feedback, whether I agree with your feedback or not. Thank you for providing any feedback at all. Thank you for tuning into the podcast. Thank you for tuning into the Instagrams. It means a lot. We're starting from nothing. It's not like me and Kevin have these huge followings that we're transferring over to a podcast. We're really starting from scratch, and even then, we're doing pretty well. And it's not just me coping. Like, we're doing well. And it's really easy.
Yeah.
It's really easy to like look at things and get nervous and start panicking. But I'm grateful for the opportunity to entertain. And get your tickets while they're hot, man. Get your tickets while y'all can say you were still.
The premiums are going to go insane.
Get your tickets while you can say you were first, because the price of the brick is going to go up. But shout out my family. Shout out, all the friends that you've made along the way.
Shout out the supporters, man.
Listen, I'm going to leave everybody with a task. I'm going to let Kevin talk after. I'm going to let him say what he's grateful for. But I'm going to leave you guys all with a task, okay? Because, the spirit of Thanksgiving, it's accrued through really fucked up ways, the history behind it. It's really nasty, not the most satisfactory storytelling of the world, and I'm not here to tell that story that's been told many times that we all know, and we can all agree that just make a turkey day. But call somebody you haven't talked to in a while, whether it's like a sister or brother, a mom, a dad. It doesn't even have to be related to you. A friend that you haven't spoken to in a long time, a neighbor you haven't spoken to in a long time. Just call them and ask them how their day was. Tell them you miss them if you do, So call somebody. Let them know that you care about them. Let them know that they're a thought in your head. Because a lot of the times we take for granted the time we do have. And there are certain moments in your life where you have to reflect and think about it. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older and I'm just getting more like emotional as I go. But you have to really just take that opportunity to say what you're thankful for and give the opportunity for other people to come into your life and love you and give love. Even if you don't think you have love to give, see what you have and give it out sparingly. But yeah, that's my one task for everybody. I want everybody to do this, and please do it. I know you're going to listen to this and just like not give a fuck, but I really want you to reach out to somebody you haven't spoken to in a while and tell them that you've thought about them, because I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to be like, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while, but just know my love for you is unwavering. But yeah, that I'm grateful for everybody. Shout out everybody.
All right, now that the old man is done speaking, we're pushing 23.
Sorry.
Yeah, man, it's a 4-day weekend for people that have fun. Hopefully you got Black Friday off too. But yeah. Let's get fucking lit this weekend, man. This 4-day weekend, I've been needing this shit.
Oh, 4-day weekend, yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck do you think I was talking about?
Because you said let's get lit. I thought you meant like you're going to go get fucked up.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, Kevin getting fucked up. Like I would pay to see that.
Oh my god, shit. No,
Nah.
absolutely not. I've never been blackout drunk or like gotten to the point where I don't remember what's going on. Anyway, yeah. Yo, it's Thanksgiving. Yeah, reach out to your family, enjoy yourself. Like, hopefully there's not too many family clapbacks at the Thanksgiving table, and y'all are enjoying the company of the people around you, the people that love you. Because I mean, even I feel like recently there's been a lot of Friendsgiving for people that don't necessarily celebrate it with their
We
family.
didn't have one. We should have done that.
We didn't. We don't have friends.
Clearly.
Yeah, so just enjoy your time with the people that you care about, whether it be like a Friendsgiving, a Thanksgiving, whatever giving that you're doing.
Or if you love yourself, myself,
right?
giving,
And then throw that all away on Friday and go get you some sick deals. And
I forgot Black Friday was a thing.
yeah.
But okay.
You go from being grateful to like everybody punching each other to get the best fucking flat screen TV.
Listen. Oh, are you gonna keep going?
No, I was just gonna say like, yeah, but that's all. That's all. Just enjoy your time.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into the episode. We really do appreciate everybody. Listen, I'm gonna say
Subscribe
this.
to the fucking YouTube channel.
Yeah. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their girlfriend to tell their boyfriend to tell their partner that they're cheating on them with to follow the goddamn podcast. We're at 270 on Instagram. We're at like 100 something on YouTube. Let's just keep running the numbers up. Keep telling everybody, Shout out everybody. Peace and love, prosperity. Peace the fuck out. This was Juan and Kevin.
See y'all next week. Take it easy.
Bye.
And later.
Mwah.